At the funeral of Julius Caesar, Mark Antony is said or written by Shakespeare to have said these words, "I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones." However, we've seen recently a death where the good is being trumpeted while the evil they are trying very hard to bury with the bones. And with those questions are pestering gaps in the information about the case of Angie Reyes, the late General Angelo Reyes. The ordinary folk has a conclusion already, helped along by the media reports and police sketchy information, but still coming from the police, very final and complete for the layman. However, from a criminologist's point of view and from a legal mind, are the actions taken by the police and the investigating agencies sufficiently clear to fulfill the requirements of law? And do they satisfy the inquisitiveness of the criminologist's mind? We have our guest this evening to help us elucidate many of these questions and bring up the unusual angles that only somebody trained in criminology and the law can see. And of course, we have none other than our very, very frequent guest, attorney and Professor Alan Paguia, with us to bring up the not so often raised questions now about the mysteries around Angie Reyes' death. Of course, Attorney Alan, let me introduce you. The public knows you very well. And the reason why Attorney Alan Paguia is here, Professor Alan Paguia is here, is we had one long discussion on this case. And there indeed are very many questions. But I'll let Professor Paguia start off these issues. Go ahead, Attorney Alan.
Good evening to you, Kamentong, and good evening to your viewers. Kamentong asked me if I believe in that General Angelo Reyes has indeed committed suicide. My initial answer to him, as a general answer, is that I do not have sufficient basis, as the ordinary citizen does not have, to jump to the conclusion that he actually killed himself as reported in the newspapers, on television, and on radio. Why? Because first, I did not see the dead body. Of course, I could have gone to the burial, but it is not my place because we are not related, nor are we close anyway, or are we friends. Second, based on the reports, there are reasons why I, as an ordinary citizen, cannot bring myself to the conclusion that mass media appears to be drawing into the public's mind. And I have legal reasons for it. Firstly, I bring out the principle of suppression of evidence. Is there suppression of evidence in the commission of the alleged suicide? According to the rules of court, Kamentong, it is presumed that evidence willfully suppressed would be adverse if produced. Ang katibayan daw, kapag ka sinadyang itago, ay makakasama kung ibubunyag. Ay napakaliwanag niyan. Meron bang naganap na ganyan dito sa naiulat na pagpapatiwakal ni General Angelo Reyes? Meron po. Bakit? Bago siya namatay o pinatay niya, bago niya pinatay sarili niya, siya ay sinisiyasat, siya ay iniimbestigahan tungkol, inakusahan ni Colonel Rabusa, George Rabusa at ni Heidi Mendoza na siya ay tumanggap ng 50 milyong piso bilang pabaon na alam nating labag sa batas. At ayon na rin sa mga ulat sa media, hindi naman niya to itinanggi at hindi rin naman niya to inamin.
Yung sinabi lang niya, bakit? Parang yung madamot ba ako? Parang
Swapang ba ako?
Something like that. No?
Kaya nga ngayon, nauuwi ang pag-iisip ng pangkaraniwang mamamayan katulad nung sa atin bilang isang nakakaunawa ng kaunti sa batas. Ano bang sinasabi ng batas sa ganitong sitwasyon? Yung ebidensya kasi, Kamentong, 4 na uri iyan. Merong tinatawag na real evidence, yung nakikita ng mata, naririnig. Tapos meron tinatawag na documentary evidence, yung nasa papeles. Tapos may tinatawag na electronic evidence, yung mga DVD, yung mga CD recording. At yung tinatawag na testimonial evidence. Itong testimonial evidence. Ito yung nasa kay General Reyes ng di umano'y kitlin niya ang kanyang buhay. Meron siyang kaalaman na tumutukoy dun sa akusasyon laban sa kanya. At yung kaalaman niyang iyon ay kinikilala sa batas na testimonial evidence, na iyon ay mga kaalamang personal na tanging siya ang nakakaalam dahil sa kanya nakatukoy yung supposed pabaon. Ngayon, nung di umano'y binaril niya ang sarili niya, natural, tinago niya yung kaalamang iyon na hindi na malalaman ng sambayan ng Pilipino. At yung pagbabaril niya, hindi naman pwedeng aksidente niyang binaril yun eh. Siyempre yun, sinadya. Kaya, yung prinsipyo na yung ebidensya na sinadyang itago ay makakasama kung maibubunyag, yun ang hindi natin naririnig sa media. Walang sumusulat sa dyaryo, walang nagsasalita sa telebisyon, at nalilihis ang taong bayan na pasensya na lang kayo kung hindi nyo alam yung prinsipyong yan. Pero sa madaling sabi, ano ang halaga nito, Kamento? Ang halaga nito ay kasi lumabas, magmula ng naiulat na di umano'y binaril niya ang sarili niya, siya ay binigyan ng full military honors. Siya ay inilibing sa libingan ng mga bayan. Hindi naman natin pinagsasama ng loob. Ang sa atin lang ay para parating sa kaalaman ng taong bayan kung ano ang sinasabi ng batas dito. Bakit? Kasi kung sinadya niyang pag-itago yung kanyang personal na kaalaman doon sa akusasyon laban sa kanya, ang sabi ng batas, hindi tayo nagsasabi niyan, ang batas na nagsasabi, ito ay nagbibigay, ay lumilikha ng makatuwirang paniniwala na kapag ka naibunyag, iyong kaalaman niyang personal ay makakasama.
And therefore, Professor, napakahalaga, at lalong nagiging mahalaga, the importance increases for serious investigation. Because this is not just a suicide of some despondent or depressed individual. This is the suicide that may be intended for suppression of evidence. Yun ang nababatid ko sa inyong paliwanag. And so, the state and society has an interest in this case. Diyan sa suppression of evidence. Given now, what we continue to hear that the evidences are not being treated properly by the investigating agencies like the police. For example, the gun has not been submitted for forensics. Has it been received? There are confusing information about this, but what stands out is that either the family or the Marikina police is still not submitting this for investigation. It's not very clear where. And in a case like this, where the entire AFP has already been affected, if not the entire government and Philippine society, they seem to be too cavalier about this fundamental requirement of an investigation of a suicide or what else? What's a technical term for this? Is this a homicide? Suicide is
Suicide,
is
but
also
it is,
already
yeah.